Good morning,
Good morning.
everybody.
Good morning.
Welcome to the BYOB Morning Show. Let's get it, ladies. Woo! We
Yep.
are going to talk to you guys today about leaving your job, y'all, and just let's. But we got before y'all can leave your job, we got to have a plan into motion before we can think about taking that big step. We got to think about how we gonna get there. Because it's stepping stones to everything, and we can't skip over no steps. You skip over them steps, you're gonna end up falling into that water. And if you can't swim, you're gonna drown. So I want to welcome you guys to the show, and I want to introduce my co-host. I got Miss Rose and Miss Verlin with me today, and y'all, this conversation is about to be on and popping. So let's get it, ladies.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead, Ebony. We're pumping us up this morning with all this good energy. As she said, good morning and welcome to the BYOB Morning Show. We are back here again. We are here this morning to inform, enlighten, and give you the resources that you need to build your own online business. Today, we're going to share with you about how you can get paid for your business knowledge, and how you can apply for a portion of this $1 million grant that our illustrious Coach Danielle Winningham, has so graciously put up to move you and your business forward. You can hit the link at www.blackwomenequalpay.com. Do it now. Don't wait. Do it now. And guess what? If you share out the broadcast and invite your friends, we have prizes that we're going to be giving away for the person that shares the most. So please share out the broadcast and invite your friends. And Ebony, we're going to let you get it rolling, girlie.
Okay, so when we talk about skills, you guys, we're going to just simplify everything this morning. And I want you guys to go ahead and share this broadcast. And I want you guys to go ahead and give me some thumbs up because I need some love. But let's talk simple. Talking to a representative on the phone, that right there is a skill. Even though we are considering that what they're doing for us is customer service, what we're doing to them is we're communicating with them our problems, right? So if your phone's not working, if your internet's messed up, if all of that stuff to be able to communicate with somebody else, that is a skill. And not everyone has that particular skill. So coming and bringing that skill over here with us and getting the certification will show the world that you are serious about that, which means in return, you get that certification, you build a business on that, and that is dollars in your account, and that is freedom for you and your family. Everything can be so simplified. Sometimes we get so lost in that big picture that we start messing up the steps that it takes to get there. You cannot get a glass of water with no glass.
Now that's
Let us be your glass. You the water. Because what's an empty glass gonna get you? And what's water with no glass? It just don't match. It don't match. So you guys go ahead and click this link because it's an opportunity. It's a real opportunity. This ain't no, oh, you about to get rich quick, girl. Like, come over here. We're going to flip $20 and make it $150. No, it is none of that. First of all, that stuff don't work because somebody's always losing on that end. But this right here is truly a win-win situation. You come over here, you learn a skill, you get your certification. What about all them job trainings you done had? Now, I know y'all done had a lot of job trainings because I know when I was in the military, we did trainings at least once a week on something. And I was in the logistics field. So with logistics, y'all, I was getting trained left and right. I could have left the military. And in the civilian world, I could have been making over $100,000 a year with that knowledge. Now, if I would have been smart, and I would have known this community beforehand. I should have taken that knowledge that the civilian world said was worth starting $100,000, and I could have flipped that knowledge around, and I could have been making $100,000 instead of a year, a month. So how much is the knowledge that you currently have worth to the people that you work for? How much is it worth to them? And times that by 10. What do y'all think about that?
I think you're on to something. What you think, Verlin?
I'm sorry. Good morning, everyone. She is on to something. Sometimes we feel like we have to have all this huge training and knowledge, everything, use what you got. You're getting paid to go to work every day to use what you already know, right? To help build and sustain someone else's business, to help it run and function properly. But guess what? You can take that same knowledge and skills and apply it to you so you can build your own successful business also. What you do for someone else, you can always turn around and do for yourself. You can. You go to www.blackwomenequalpay.com. Take a look at the various certifications that we're offering and apply to be a recipient of one of these grants. Do it for you. As she mentioned, Ivani mentioned customer service. I am a stickler of customer service. Everyone that knows me or knows of me is customer service has to be impeccable. 101. It does. 100. It means a lot to me because people have options. I don't have to deal with you. I can go somewhere else. So if you're working in customer service, no matter what it is, if you're selling a pack of shoestrings or selling homes, right? That's all customer service. If you're doing that, you can take that and build a business. You really can. That was my thought when I first came through the community because I didn't know what I wanted to do. Customer service, that's where the money is. Think about it. Everything is online. You need customer service. Or you have to use the phone, right? Customer service. Think about it. So no job is too small or too great, right, to expound on. None. No job at all. So you can go to www.
This is so crazy because I love showing my body off, right? And so I had bought this really cute swimsuit over the summer, but it was made for fake bodies because everything in 2020 is for a fake body. And y'all, my breasts, that's how they be. The booty ain't as lifted as it once was and stuff. But I really wanted this swimsuit. And I bought it. But I haven't been able to wear it because, it's all droopy on me because everything ain't perky. And so it was really important to me that I found a female who sews and makes and recreates things or has her own fashion line and can add and enhance my swimsuit because I'm not doing that to my body. And so I found somebody yesterday, and it was just as simple as she probably started this off with her mom. As simple as bonding with her mother. And she's made a whole business about it. And then when I'm DMing her and I'm telling her exactly what I want, the conversation is going so smoothly. She's asking me all the right questions. She's understanding of me. That was customer service. And that alone has me so motivated and so excited to send her this swimsuit to see what she can do for me. Mind you, she wasn't out there, trying to get me. Clients will come to you strictly off of the customer service, a conversation, the power of a conversation.
Let's talk.
Yes, can get you right where you want to go.
Let's talk about the power of a conversation. And like you said, she didn't have to come looking for you to redo your swimsuit because it was a need that you had, one, that you could not fulfill yourself, two. So you had to go looking for someone to fulfill that need, to solve that problem. And that's what business is. You don't have to chase. If you have a need and you've put your need in your skill, if you have a skill and you put that skill out there, there's always going to be a need for it. You just have to get in front of the right folks that need it. So if you've been going and if you've been in customer service or even in HR, because think about this though, because a lot of companies downplay their customer service department. You know, they put you on numbers. They want you to move through so many numbers, so many metrics, and so amount of time that they don't give the customer service department the time and the energy that it needs. But everything you do is customer service. If you are putting out your business to be found and to serve someone's need, well, if you don't serve it in a upbeat, nice manner, you won't have any customers. That's customer service. When you spoke to this lady, how she spoke back to you, how she presented her company, how she presented her skills were customer service. Before she even started doing anything on touching that swimsuit or showing you her business skills, she first had to serve you through her customer service. Everything you do, think about this, is customer service. When you interact with people, how you treat them is customer service. So the skill, that's just one skill that you can take from your job. Because if you're in a board meeting, say you're an executive and you're in a board meeting and you have to address your employees, or you have to address your higher ups, the way you do that is customer service. Because if you don't serve them in a pleasant manner, they're not going to want to listen to you. They're going to tune you out. So yeah,
and they walk away. They sleep on customer service, but do they really realize that customer service is the nerve center of their business?
Come on,
the nerve center of that corporation. Because if you don't have anyone on that front line, to meet your customer, it'd be at the door, on the phone, on the internet. How you expect things to build back here? It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
Not very well anyway. Right.
That's right. That's right. And if you don't serve your customers in a pleasant manner, guess what? You won't have any customers. Then you won't have a business. So see, that's one skill that you can take from the corporate world or the work world over into your business. And I'll be honest with you, if you have good customer service skills, shoot, you more than 50% there. Because if you have good customer, it's like marketing. If you have good customer service skills, you can sell just about anything.
You get good customer service, your clients is going to be too happy. I mean, my clients, they love talking about my product. You know, it's like the energy that I give to them, the conversations, the attention to detail, that right there, it pours back into them. And when you're able to do that, because you're only some of your product, people are not buying things just because it's your product. I bought mediocre stuff from somebody who is just amazing and gives me amazing conversation and gives me amazing customer service. That's just, customer service is everything. How about this one? Y'all ever canceled because somebody's customer service either wasn't there, or they didn't have an English speaking person, they ain't trying to be funny, But if I get on that phone and I can't understand you, and it's a whole job to understand you, I'm done.
Well, I mean, I've been in the store and been standing in line and listen to how the cashier will treat, is treating the person in front of me who has a lot of questions, So I shouldn't even tell this, but I'm gonna tell it, a little story, y'all, a little story. So when I get up to the counter for her to ring up my purchases, she gets to ring it, and then I say, you know what? I changed my mind. I don't want any of it. And she was like, well, what am I supposed to do? I don't know what you're going to do with it, but I'm not buying it. Now, sometimes it's not about how you're treated. It's how you see folks treat other people around you when you are ready to make a purchase. Because just like Tiffany is saying, customer service is a reflection of the entire business. So when that young lady was not pleasant to the person in front of me, I've already made the assumption that most likely she's not going to be pleasant to me either. And I figure I don't have to patronize your business. So see, one person, one reflection can sink a whole ship. So that's why you can take those skills that you have and move them over into your business, even if you don't know what you want to do. Because you heard Verlyn say earlier, when she first came to this community, she didn't really know what she wanted to do or what business she was going to start. But if you have your customer service shoes tied up tight, you're more than 50% there. You are more than 50% there to a successful business. So if you go to www.blackwomenequalpay.com and take a look at the 12 certifications that we have, there will be something.
You said something, y'all both said something, that it doesn't matter if you don't know what you want to do. And it don't matter if once you get into the program, you want to change things up. That's the power of choice. Because over here, you got a choice. We got options.
Nothing like options.
Options. At work, you got to go down this one hallway. This is what you got to do. This is how you got to talk. That's what it is. Over here, you can take, it's okay, you try door A. You didn't like it that much. Go to B. Girl, go to C and D. Figure it out. It's okay. Spread the wings. It's okay.
And see, that's the good thing too about these certifications. Both of you all made very good points. Verlyn said when she came, she didn't know what business she wanted to build. She knew she wanted to build a business though. And see, we have a certification called Build Your Online Business. That course is perfect for someone who wants to launch a new business. And see, you have skills already that you can convert over from being in the corporate or the work world over to building your own business. So see, there's a certification for that. Go to www.blackwomenequalpay.com and see the options that you have. See the options that you have, because in life, it's always good to have options. I'm
going to show you guys something. I went ahead, and I'm really good with social media, right? Very good with it. But one day I was thinking, because Coach kind of put the bug in my ear. And so I was like, well, everybody claims to be good at social media. Well, what am I going to do that's going to be different to prove that I'm good at social media? I went ahead and I got me a certificate.
I
got me a certificate because that shows that I'm serious about being good at social media. I got a certificate because that piece of paper, it proves that I'm serious. I got that certificate because everybody claims to be knowing everything nowadays. Don't nobody do nothing about that. How many times you didn't heard somebody tell you that they was going to help you move your stuff and then it comes down to moving day and they don't even answer their phone. The same thing over here with business. People claim things all the time, but unless you act on it, that ain't nothing but somebody just talking. So you say you good at, let's say you say you good at, I'm a good coach. I'm a life coach. I'm a great life coach. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. But you tell me you a certified life coach. Oh, baby, I got a lot of stuff going on in my life. What you want to hear? Because I'm gonna pour it out. That's almost like I'm going to see a therapist and somebody's telling me, oh girl, I'm gonna listen to your problems. But I'm like, where your paperwork? And then another person say, I'm a certified therapist. I'm gonna feel more secure with them. Because every business is so personal. You don't never know what you're gonna hear out of your client's mouth. You really don't. I mean, you guys will be amazed at the things that my clients tell me. That's why that certification to back you up is so important. It's the foundation. You can build a house on a crappy foundation. You really can. But guess what? It's going to crumble down in a couple of months to a year. But if you build that foundation with a good material, it don't matter what kind of storm come through. It's going to stand tall. And that's all this is let's build your foundation with the right material.
Well,
with the right community.
It's building on a solid foundation. And when you have a solid foundation under you, then it makes it easier to continue to build, because you have to have something that's going to hold up everything else that you're doing. And when you have a solid foundation, it makes it much easier to see what other avenues you want to move into. I mean, someone who's coming from the corporate world who now wants to transition over to building their own business, the business certification is excellent for that. Not just that it gives you a piece of paper to say that you're certified, but it gives you the skills. And in that certification, it doesn't just put a piece of paper in your hand. It teaches you how to get clients. It teaches you which audience is best for you to serve based on what you're interested in. It teaches you not just the theory of building a business, it teaches you the practical, because you actually do it. You are putting your hands on it. You're in the trenches every day. And you learn those different skills that go into building a business. Because when my view, this just might be my view. I look at like a Walmart Corporation, a Xerox Corporation, those big major corporations. Well, they didn't start that way. They started with an idea and they built from there. Sometimes it's on a firm foundation. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes you may have to go back to the drawing board. But when you have more than a piece of paper, more than a certification, you can go back to the drawing board, start over, and still win. And that's what it's all about. It's all about you winning in what it is that you want to do. So when I look at these big corporations have different departments that make that business run. So when I'm building my business, I'm looking at what departments, what do I need to build my idea, my firm foundation into one of those big. I can be a big corporation too. Why can't you? You can too. Why can't you? They society, when I say they, I say society, programs you to think that only certain people or certain ideas will work. Well, we know that is not true. We know that that's not true, because There are people out here, and as Coach says, I can build you a business out of tying your shoes. And when she goes in to break that thing down, it's more than just putting the shoelaces in the shoe and tying it up and walking off. There are steps to that, just like there are steps to this. And this can be your first step to building your firm foundation. Go to www.blackwomenequalpay.com. Take a look at those certifications. They lined up showing you what they do, what that certification can do for you. Let this be your first step. Let this be your first step to building your corporation, to building.
Yes, open that door. Open the door. Let me tell you, stop letting the world tell you what you can and cannot do. Stop letting the world try to tell you that you're supposed to be over here when you know you want to go over there. I don't care. Go against the rails. Okay? Because if you keep trying to be what the world wants you to be, you're going to keep being unhappy. I always ask this question on my page. Who do you see when you're looking back at your reflection? Who do you see? If you are unhappy with who you see, do something about it. Because your happiness, your everything, your essence, your everything needs to come from you. You're going to look around for everybody else to make you happy, and you're going to realize that everybody's a disappointment because you are disappointing yourself. Do something for you. That stuff it's more than just a saying. It's an action. Open the door. Stop giving you can give yourself 1,000 reasons why you don't want to do this. You can give yourself 1,000,000 reasons why you don't want to do this. But it only takes one reason to do it, and that reason is you. That reason is so that when you look at yourself in that reflection, you can smile at yourself. You can be happy with yourself, because y'all, that self-love, that self-expression, that self-everything. We sit around and we wait for everybody else to make us happy, because when we're young, we have so many friends. You know how it is when you're young, you got so many friends. You got so much validation from everybody else. And as we get older, that validation goes down and down and down and down. I only got like 3 or 4 good friends. And the older that I get, maybe I still might have them, maybe I still won't, but I got me. I'm happy with me. I walk around with my head up high because I got me. I love looking at myself in the mirror because, baby, I'm that chick. And I want y'all to have that same attitude. Come on over here. Check out these grants. Check out these certifications. Get in this grant program, because this is an eye-opener. It is 2020. This is the year of self-love. This is the year of self-growth. We don't need nobody else saying, girl, you got this. No, you know you got this. Who gonna be your hype man? You gonna be your hype man. You feeling low, girl, get in that mirror and say, yep, I'm that chick. The same way you found them groceries last week when you ain't had no money in your account, the same way you're gonna come over here and take this stuff. Take what's yours.
That's right. That's very true, Ebony. You have to be, and like this gentleman here is saying, you're responsible for your life. You had the life you allowed yourself to have, conscious or not. And that's what makes a big difference. Because if you follow, because check this out, if you make no decision, you've already made a decision. But if you follow what it is that you have, that you want to do, and say, for instance, it doesn't work. Well, at least you've eliminated, I should have, I could have, I wish I had of. But once you get out there and start growing that muscle, even if that one idea didn't work, there are so many others I'm sure that you have that will work. So when you take that first step, that first opportunity, and you move forward, because see, once you start moving forward, you can't go back to what it was, because your mind and your consciousness won't let you do that. Once you've opened up your consciousness to something new, it won't let you go back to the old thing that you were doing. You may try to, but you will feel a certain way about it, because that's your consciousness telling you, you know, you can do better. You know, you want this. You know, you want that. You know, you want to try that. So now's the time to try. Now's the time to try. Go to www.blackwomenequalpay.com and give it a try. Don't be afraid. It won't cost you anything to take a look around. It won't cost you anything to see the water in that glass as half full versus being half empty. It's all a perception. It's all of what's in your mind. So let your mind propel you forward and take those steps to your next step. That's all I got, y'all.
All right, you guys, we're going to get on out of here. But if y'all have not checked out this link already, you guys need to, and share this broadcast, because like I always say, you never know who needed to hear this message. You never know what somebody else is going through in their life. Choose you, love you, root for you.
And get paid for your business knowledge that you already have. And we come here every morning, and we do not take it for granted that you all come and join us every morning too. We see you over on Periscope. We see you over on YouTube. Of course, we see you on Facebook. And another thing, guess what? We will be back tonight. Ooh, with the After Dark show. So come back and join those ladies tonight, because you know, once the sun goes down, you never know what's going to jump off in the business community. The business community now, After Dark. Verlin, you want to give us any last words of encouragement?
Well, I just would like to share, you don't all the time have to kick the door down to get what you want or what you need. The door is right there, and sometimes could be as simple as just walking through. This could very well be your opportunity for change. We always looking for change. And at one time or another, we need change, and we deserve change. This could be right here, the stepping stone that you need. And if it's not for you, okay, fine. But share it with someone else. Share it with a girlfriend, with a neighbor, with a daughter, a niece. But share it with someone so that they can get started, so that they can start to build, because tomorrow's not promised. You may be going to work today, and then this evening you get a slip and say, well, we don't need you anymore, after you put in your full day's work. They ask you, you know, so just take a chance on you, or love on and encourage someone else to take a chance on them. All you have to do is visit www.blackwomenequalpay. Look at the beautiful site. Go over the various certifications that are offered, and consider taking a chance on you. Who knows? You may just be like 63 other women a few months ago that were awarded the grant. They were awarded the grant. They went through the process. They went through the training, the certification, and they're on their way to making a difference. And you too can make a difference, if not in someone else's life, but in yours. We again thank you for joining us this morning. We don't take it lightly. Coach Danielle, you know how we feel about you. We love you, and we appreciate the opportunity. And come back and join us tonight for the After Dark show at 9:00 p.m. CST. Have an amazing day. We love you. Be safe. Bye-bye.
Have an amazing day on purpose, everybody. We'll see you in the morning.